Last week, Johan laminated the first couple of layers of fiberglass in the kill pocket and prepared for the lamination of the chainplate's reinforcements. We just arrived to Articos. Gonna spend 1 or 2 days here, just cleaning up and putting on the sails again and preparing her for our sail later this summer. Yeah, and as you can hear, we're still having that cold. Going to turn on the fridge and get some shore power. Ja, vi börjar på 3:an.
Akta dig pappa.
Är jag i vägen?
Ja.
Next thing to check was the oil in the engine.
Nej, faktiskt okej.
Det är inte länge till.
Nej, det är inte länge.
Bort snus.
Är det några dammråttor?
Ja, massor. Vera quickly learned how to climb on and off the boat on her own.
I den pinne som är magiskt.
Här ställer jag den drickan här till dig.
In i X.
It gets clean, but yeah, it's an old boat.
I think we say that every time we're here.
Yes, but it's been a long winter, and yeah, everything is almost green here. So this was long overdue.
1st of July today.
Yeah.
Hallå?
You're really a boat child, climbing everywhere.
Jag vill riktigt klättra och öpa. Varför så här då? Åh.
We spent a good couple of hours scrubbing and rinsing off the boat, and she did look shinier afterwards. Johan also managed to remove the broken wind generator. We really like to have the boat here in Åhus. The Marina is on a river, so it's protected and no salt in the water. And the town itself is very cozy and the surrounding nature is beautiful. After 2 days on the boat, we were back on Sunhill Farm. Johan did the last preparations before the lamination.
So it's time to start laminating again. 10 pieces that are 4,000 millimeters long and 250 wide. And like I said before, it's a pretty heavy cloth, 1200 gram unidirectional. So I don't really know, maybe that's a bit too steep to get all of that done today. But I'll try to get all of the free reinforcement legs finished today, and if not, at least 2 of them. Because I don't really know how hard it will be to saturate that heavy cloth. It's already pretty late in the afternoon, it's 3 o'clock, so I'm starting pretty late, which is nice because the temp should only go down from here on, making the lamination job a bit easier. So I'm trying out a new suit today, a bit higher quality than the ones that we've been using in the past, but still the same problem with the arms, a bit short. But the rest of it seems to be quite nice, so maybe these will last a bit longer.
This time Johan saturated the cloth on the floor instead of the table, and that worked equally as good. He started to laminate the midsection with 4 layers and ended with peel ply. Then 3 layers of fiberglass on each side with a final peel ply.
Finally, I'm finished. Took quite some time. It's a bit after midnight now. But it was quite a lot of glass. There's 10 kilo glass here now. And a bit less epoxy. But yeah, it turned out okay. I had some problems with this one. The weight of the cloth made it to sag down a bit, so I had to take these pieces off and redo the whole thing here. But that was a lesson that will make it easier on this side. When I did the other side, I used a couple of staples in stainless just to hold the cloth in place, because it is really heavy when you have all the layers in place. We will have more reinforcement here later on once we have the inside of the hull laminated too. We will have some even more laminate here. So it's time to go to bed, see if I can continue tomorrow and do the port side. This stuff really builds thickness fast. I'm thinking it's like, I don't know, 5 millimeters thick, one of these. The one in the middle is even more. And of course, where it's overlapping, I don't really know, but 15 millimeters. It's a bit uneven since it's overlapping in this area. So I'm thinking maybe we need to fair that a little bit with thickened epoxy before we put on the rest of the fiberglass on the inside here. Yeah, I think it looks really good besides the peel ply. I don't like this type of peel ply that I have used here. I'm just trying to use it now to just get rid of it. So now I will just rip off the peel ply and sand these areas where it's going to overlap with the pieces coming down from the other side. And that will be the goal for today. I'm starting to do the prep work now. I need to cut all those lengths. Yeah, it's even later today. It's already 8 o'clock in the evening. So it will be a very late night. But that was because, I spent a lot of time on the prep work today, sanding the other side and getting all the pieces cut out, measuring all the epoxy, and just having some family time in between. So that's why it's a bit later, but I figured it's better to just do it now when the temp is dropping, and then I can have some relaxed time tomorrow instead. And I will keep using those stainless steel staples, because that was a really big help once I started using those to keep the pieces from sagging down, and it made it possible to add all the layer in one go. But even so, I have to say that this cloth, it's so much better at, you can really handle it without, destroying the weave. The actual saturation of the weave wasn't really a big thing, being a heavy cloth like it is. Just took a bit longer, but that's okay. And as always, when you're using, now it's not the table, but like a saturation surface like this, it's a lot easier to control how much resin is going into the cloth. So I've just calculated the surface area, and then I know exactly on how much resin I should use for that piece. Not that bad. It's 20 minutes past 1. I thought it should take longer actually because I had such a late start. But it was a lot faster today with those lessons learned from yesterday. And I think it turned out really good. It will be interesting to see how it looks in the morning. So, time to hit the bed late again.
Johan forgot to turn off the GoPro, but then we got this cool transition from night to a new morning. Oj, kolla!
Jag följer av dem.
Ja, ska du skölja av dem. Så ja. Här. Harvesting our potatoes. New potatoes. Vera is rinsing them off. Grandma is here. We're gonna make some dinner later with salmon and eat our potatoes. And I think we're gonna harvest some beetroots. And here we have sugar peas or sugar snaps. They are just getting ready now. It's been raining all day today almost, really heavy rain. But just happy, we're happy for the kitchen garden with the rain and the rest of the garden where we have sowed grass. Starting to come up behind the barn, but over here we haven't seen much of the grass that we sow. Just the other things that were there before, some weeds and other types of grass. But we'll see. At least the ground is even and we're prepared that we have to re-sow a lot of grass.
Du fick sockerärtor.
Sockerärtor? Thank you for watching this week, and especially to everyone who supports our production. Check out our sustainable merch at ronsailingstore.com and join our Patreon crew to get invited to our open house, which is happening soon. See you next week!